Grand Rising Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Hold on. That's a little bit better. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, membership, donations, the generous donations of all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead. We're going to ring the bell. We're going to go ahead and clear out the energy, and then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us this morning. Someone hopes that you don't see that it was them that was trying to get in the way and stop your forward movement. Someone, they don't want you to win. They don't want you to do good. They don't want you to do well. None of that. Hey, Keisha, how are you? Someone wants you to be stagnant. They want to try and control everything that you're doing. Bottom of the deck, we have the strength. Yeah, like I said, somebody wants to try and control you. They want to be a bully, and they're hoping that you're confused as to, like confused with yourself, like, what happened? I thought I had such a good chance. I thought I was looking like a good partner. I thought this, I thought that. But see, when it came to your forward movement, someone thought that they could get in the way, that they could do something behind the scenes, stop you in your tracks, and you would never know. This is somebody who has, tried to get others to work against you in the past. This is the same person that you had to defend yourself from before. Hey, Alshina. Hey, the Most High Israel. How are you? See, this is somebody that knows how your own self-love, how you feel good about yourself, how you feel like it's like you don't let things get you down. You take it in stride. Sure, you may be upset in that moment, but you learn to let stuff go. And that's why you keep having this forward movement and momentum, and they don't. That's why they want to stop you, because they feel like their life is stagnant, boring. Hey, lies never stuck. But somehow I feel like either Archangel Michael is here, or you find out some information, or someone communicates something, or you just get a download. Hey, Gray, how are you? And this is why you knew that you needed to separate yourself, protect yourself. And I feel like Archangel Michael is protecting you as well, because, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to have everything in life that everyone else wants too. You deserve this. This could be with somebody who's trying to get in the middle of a relationship. Can't make this up. Or a new position that was going to bring you a lot of happiness, or somebody was trying to get in the middle of something. Hi, Real Dragon. It is a good day. And that's why somebody was saying something, spreading some false rumors about you, trying to put out bad information on you. But, and it's like, because you were doing something by yourself, sending out good vibes and receiving positive vibes back. But like I said, somebody wanted to stop that. They didn't want you to receive this brand new beginning. They didn't want you to receive this level up. So they were going to try and pull an okie doke. Try and see how they could put their hand in it to mess it up. And then they want to sit back and not say anything or not show any reaction and have you sitting here stressing about something that you thought that this was going to work. But see, this is going to work regardless of what they try to do. Like they say, one monkey don't stop a show. Hey, Travion. And right now, this person is feeling like a monkey. It's some type of surprise, for this person who, was trying to stop something. Because they can't. They see that you are that perfect, that better half. Somebody was trying to, how they throw a rock and then they hide their hand. That's what somebody was trying to do. They wanted somebody to pour out that cup of love for you and to make other plans to leave you in the wind. So this person decided that they was going to approach somebody, behind closed doors, hey, this is just between us. And this and collective doesn't need to know about this. They don't need to know that I was here. They don't need to know that I was visiting. They don't need to know this. Hey, Ayana. Hey, Ashina, yes. See, they wanted to, it's like somebody wanted to stop, like your gifts, your inheritance. They wanted to try and curse your money. They wanted to curse anything good that was that is due to you. So they felt like they was going to invest what they felt like was time wisely to do something and then sit back and watch it all. They thought that they was going to sit back and watch it all happen. But Spirit already told you what was going on. Spirit already told you to say something, to speak your truth. And you are going to be victorious, regardless of what this person thinks. You may have said something cutting. You may have said something sharp, but whatever it was that you said, it was the truth. It made somebody have to turn around. I feel like this person is running away from you. Running away from trying to ever wreak havoc in your life again. Running away from what they've done. But they can only run so far. But they surely hell cannot hide. You call judgment on this situation. You saw something for what it was. And luckily you were able to heal this situation. It's like you was even able to give somebody some really good advice. And it could have been about themselves, about how they were all in demon time. How they were, maybe you told this person, things that you say and how you try to stop somebody else and how you try to get other people to come up against other people. You probably told this person that's the makings of and the signs that somebody is a witch. I don't feel like this person has ever been called out like that before. Hola, Marcia. Hi, I am Amber Dawn. How are you? Telling somebody about themselves, what they do, like pointing out certain characteristics. You thought that you could say this about me? You thought that you can go behind my back and do this? You thought that you could gossip? You thought that you could get a group of people? You are a witch. That's what witches do. You're trying to get your coven together because covens don't are not singular. Covens are several people. Witches, they don't have control if they don't have a coven. Because they're not going around and they're just by themselves. They have to have more than one. Hey, K Hypsee, you have God on your side, you know, and that's what you need to worry about and only concern yourself with. You have God on your side. You have one of your angels, your ancestors, passed over loved ones right there with you, making sure that you get what you deserve. You get what you need. Yeah, see, somebody was trying to, I'm going to provide you with this, but somebody else could see that there was something fishy about what they was trying to do. And I feel like that's why this person said, let me ignore all of that. It was something fishy. Like, why would you try to come over and tell me this about this person? Huh. You're going to receive a message that, this offer is yours, or, somebody wants that something is new for you, this is going to be good news to you, really good news. This is something that you were praying for. This is something that you intuitively felt was due to you. Yeah, because somebody sees, that this somebody sees what somebody else was trying to do, what this third party was trying to do. And I kind of feel like that was what made them decide to choose you. The fact that you had a hater. Now this person is all in their regrets, all in their feelings, feeling some type of way because they didn't think that somebody was going to be able to pick up on what they was trying to put down. But they did. Oh, too well. All too well were they able to pick up what somebody was putting down. Yeah, something about, their character, the type of person that they were, who they show themselves to be. That I feel like, and that's when somebody, they already know about universal law. They already know about, cycles. They already know about the ways of people. This is somebody who said that, realized that that leader was not a leader. That was just somebody in a big ass body, somebody with a big ass mouth who did a whole lot of talking but didn't make any fucking sense. Hey, the soul archetype, how are you? Yeah, this is somebody who was trying to get in the middle of your relationship or whatever you had going on. Somebody was purposely trying to get in the middle, but see, what they didn't really see is that was going to go against them. This is somebody who was trying to investigate what you had going on, trying to be fucking nosy in your business, to see what you had going on. Like, if you want to see what I got going on, just ring the doorbell. Just come up and ask. You ain't got to do no Inspector Clouseau shit. Just ask. But see, you saw and someone else saw how somebody was your hidden enemy. What like I said, they saw how they were trying to be sneaky. It was very clear to somebody. It was very clear to somebody that this third party didn't want goodness to come in, didn't want you to receive an offer. And that's whenever whoever it was ended whatever somebody was trying to do, because they were trying to cause confusion. They was trying to cause an upset in your life, but somebody ended that. That's the end of it. What's the message, Spirit? You said you're sleeping a lot, Marcia? Yeah, something about this King of Pentacles. Could be a boss, could be a husband. This is the person who made the judgment call to go with you. This is the person who realized that somebody else was trying to be a bully in your life and cause confusion. Because they didn't want you to move forward. They didn't want you to move ahead. Hey, Gray. Hey, Letitia. This is also the same person who recognized the games that people play, how they think they're being cunning, how they think that they are coming in and doing something so quick, like somebody is not going to really understand what's going on. But just the fact that you stood alone, just the fact that, and then not only did you stand alone, but you know what? Your conversation was not even about that person at all. Are we back online? I think we're back. Hey, LP, how are you? Somebody could see that your conversation, are we back, the soul archetype? Somebody could see that your conversation was not even about them, had nothing to do with them. Their name wasn't even brought up. Thank you, Ayana. You was talking about something else. And and that's how somebody knew that this third party was full of shit. Because it's not like you went to them or you was talking about something and you was like, Karen this and Karen that and Karen. That person's name never came up. Any situation with that person was never brought up. You didn't even acknowledge that. Yeah. And this is why somebody knew just to ignore everything that somebody else was saying. Because they're the ones that came in trying to attack you. They're the ones who let it slip what they was really trying to do. That's when somebody said, let me ignore whatever the fuck they got going on. Because when they thought about it, your communication was nothing like that. Nothing like that. Whereas this third party couldn't keep your name out their mouth. Hey, Deborah. How are you? My pleasure. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. See, they overshot their mark. Whatever they was trying to do, it didn't work. They overshot their mark because they thought that they was getting ready to get in where they could fit in, only to find out they couldn't fit in there. Not at all. Any type of magic that they was trying didn't work. Nothing. No word manipulation, no confusion spells, no love spells, nothing, no spell had any bearing whatsoever. Somebody had already made up their mind when they chose you. So therefore, anything else that somebody else was trying to do, that this third party was trying to do, was just wasting their damn time. That was it. Yeah, and they was mirroring what somebody else was trying to do. We got 63 and 36. Well, we did have 63 and 36, but thank you for the extra likes and the extra views. Thank you. Yep. They had already made up your mind. You was the best one. You was the one with the most amount of knowledge. You was the one with the most amount of experience. You was the one that somebody felt was best. See, like I said, somebody else was trying to come in with this, but you already had this. So, like, why wouldn't they pick you? Why wouldn't they pick you? And they could see the difference between the two of you. One was on demon time. The other one was trying to live a righteous life. The difference was clear. Somebody was trying to control somebody else. And you were sitting here, hey, whatever is the best, you was going to be okay. What a difference the two are. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Yeah, they didn't think that you was going to be able, that you was going to know about somebody trying to stop your forward movement. Like I said, they was doing a whole lot of looking, trying to investigate, trying to send people in, trying to, ask them about this, ask them about that, try and do this, and talk about this. Hopefully they'll bring it up. Hopefully they'll bring it up. Like they wanted to get in the middle of what you had going on so they could end that, end any type of forward movement before you even had a chance to come out the gate. Hey, AJ, how are you? It's like some things just don't make sense. Some people feel like they're not happy unless they sticking their nose in somebody else's business. Like we would all be a lot happier if people kept their nose in their own business, if people stayed in their own lane. But we know that there are those miserable motherfuckers out there that feel like, I'm not going to be happy unless I'm trying to stop somebody else, unless I'm trying to mess something else up for somebody else. Hey, Red Violet, how are you? It is a beautiful day. It's like, yeah, shit just don't make sense to me sometimes. Why people even do that? If they would concentrate on themselves and where they're going in life, then they would find that the path was opened up to them. And they would find that they have so much more forward movement in their life as opposed to trying to send a message behind somebody's back to try and stop something. You see what I'm saying? They make themselves look bad. They make themselves look less than. What's the message? Yeah, see, they're upset because their communication had no bearing, and they're wondering, how that this didn't work. I said this, I said that perfectly. I did this, I did that perfectly, and nothing happened because you still was blessed with this new opportunity any fucking way. Anyway, whether this is a relationship, if this is a relationship, they made this person feel more passionate about you. If this was a new job that they tried to get in the middle of, they definitely giving it to you. Because they said, shit, if somebody worked this hard to try and stop you, we really need this person on our team. That's why they're sending this message out to you to say, you know what? Yeah, so and so contacted us and they trying to say this and trying to say that because they're looking at them now. You know, like I said, they're looking at them and they're so confused and they understand, you know, why would they say this? So if you had to protect yourself, then this is why. I'm telling you, they thought that they could plan how to stop your forward movement. They thought they could get in the middle of some shit, but they couldn't. All that fire energy, all that pent up anger that they have, that they feel, all these tricks that they were going to try. And this wasn't going to be the only one either, because somebody was hell bent on stopping you for your happiness, but you knew how to protect yourself. You knew how to fight for what and defend yourself. And it wasn't even that you had to do anything physically. All you had to do was ask God. God, please, you know what's best for me. And when God steps in, I don't care who you think the hell you are. When God steps in and take control, it's a wrap. You can try and stop this and stop that all you want. It ain't gonna go nowhere. Except for when karma comes calling and it's time for you to pay the piper, you're gonna have to remember that shit. All of it. All of it. So I don't understand why somebody decides that they're gonna try and do this. Like they think that they're being sneaky. You're not being sneaky. You're fucking yourself up. You're destroying what you're trying to destroy what is meant for somebody else. You know, trying to make it so somebody is not able to move or is stuck in a certain situation, or they can't go up, they can't go down, they can't go, forward, they can't go back, or they just stuck where somebody wants them to be. That shit is done. That shit is done. People understand that whoever was doing this, whoever was saying this, that's the person that's not to be trusted. Like I said, you never even brought somebody's name up. Or let's just say that it was a job interview and they asked you, well, what's the reason that you're looking for this? You was like, hey, yeah, because maybe it was like you wanted to always work for IBM or something like that, or because you wanted something with some real stability, or you wanted something with blah 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 blah, whatever. Yes, so you was talking about the benefits of something. You wasn't talking about, oh, I gotta get away from this crazy ass bitch. You wasn't doing all that. It had nothing to do with that person at all. And why that person wanted to make it seem like it had to do with them, they tried to make it seem like the reason you trying to sneak away. Ain't no sneaking away. You just ready to leave. You ready for something else. I don't understand people. People are weird. And not people are weird, no. Immature people are weird. Insecure people are weird. Timid people are weird. Narcissistic people are weird. Those are the weird ass people. Those are the same people that are afraid to look at themselves, but yet they'll look at you and try and see how they can plan to take you down. That's weird. They'll look at you and don't like, because they feel that you are prettier than them, or your feet are smaller than them, or they feel like, oh, you dress cute, so they want to try and mess that. That's weird. That's really weird. That's psychotic. Really. That means if you can look at somebody and try and hate on them because of how they look or what they got going on, what you perceive them to have going on, you need some psychiatric care. You need to go speak to a counselor. You need to go do something. Talk to somebody. Get into a focus group. Get into a mental health group. Go go talk to your doctor. Be like, something's wrong with me because I looked at this person over there and I said, I can't stand that. They think they're cute. No, you think they're cute. Stop, trying to throw your own insecurities on somebody else. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Like I said, somebody said something that was cutting. That was the truth. That was the truth. It was the truth. It was cutting. It was on point. And it was telling somebody about themselves. It was telling them about themselves, about what you noticed about them with the past. About how they trying to cut out your opportunities because they feel a certain way about themselves. About how nothing that they're going to do to you is going to hurt you. It's only going to hurt them because they're the ones that's doing the stupid shit. Well, I kind of was thinking I needed to run. She was hardcore. Yeah, like I said, somebody peeped somebody else's game. They peeped their game, especially when it came to, you getting ahead. And how somebody was trying to get in the middle of something. This is why you getting justice and you getting a brand new start. This is why. This is why you're going to get a message, an invitation or whatever, and it's going to make you so happy. This is why. This is why whatever somebody else was trying to do to stop you, that exploded on top of their head. Because they were sitting here putting their nose in somebody else's business. But thank God they did it with the right one and the wrong one all wrapped up in the same one. Somebody recognized that type of behavior. And that's what it is. It's a behavior of a narcissist. It's a behavior of a sociopath. It's a behavior of somebody that's deranged and sick in the brain. Somebody recognized that type of behavior. What's the message, Spirit? Yes, weird can be a good term. And it was weird. It is weird. Anytime that you're trying to do something because you feel a certain way, because you're trying to attack somebody else because you feel a certain way, and that person ain't never attacked you, that shit is weird. Trying to stop or somebody else's happiness, trying to make sure that they don't get everything. That's weird. People look at that like, why are you even doing that stupid shit? Trying to go in the back door and work with somebody about somebody else's job or what they working on. That's weird. And then upset because maybe the shit ain't really working. That's weird. That's weird. Trying to sit here and character assassinate someone who ain't done shit to you. That's fucking weird. That means you're a goofy motherfucker. Nothing else. Sasha, go on in there. Go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Go play. Yeah, see, if anything, Like I said, you have angels all around you, protecting your name, protecting your status, protecting everything about you. Because they realize, and you having that forward movement, you're getting ready to leave regardless. And what you're going to be leaving is you're going to be leaving this heartache. You're going to be leaving somebody else that you feel like you have to protect yourself from. That's what you're leaving. It's like, be weird over there. Be weird at your own house. If you're not happy, you need to figure out why. But but see, everything is working out. The universe always balances itself. If somebody's not happy, they need to figure out why. Maybe somebody needs to go to the doctor, to figure out what, to get some counseling so that they can go within and go to a psychiatrist, psychologist, a psychoanalyst, go get some shock therapy, whatever you got to do. Go do that shit so that somebody else feels confident enough so that they can make some good moves. Hey, J. Mike. Go find out why you want to put burdens on somebody else. Lay down, girl. Lay down, Sasha. Lay down. I knew she was going to come back up in here. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. Somebody knows they owe you an apology. You know what? And at this point, is keep the apology. They want to give this apology because whatever curse they were trying to do on you didn't work. So they feel embarrassed. They feel embarrassed because they know that whatever they was trying to do to you is coming back around on them times 10. So they actually feel embarrassed. Any negativity that they was trying to talk about you, that shit, somebody didn't even listen to that. They didn't want to be bothered with that. They didn't have nothing to say about it. When somebody was sitting there saying blah, 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 they didn't have nothing to say about it. Somebody was so busy trying to be sneaky, but it didn't work because you got victory anyway. You got your wish fulfillment anyway. You got everything that you wanted anyway. So it didn't work. It's like, take your little weird, immature ass, insecure ass somewhere else. Hey, straight cheese. How are you? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. You got victory anyway. So who was you stopping? Who was they stopping? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. They were sitting here trying to wage war on you because you're spiritual. They didn't feel comfortable because you could see right through them. You could see the little demonic ways. You could see that they was trying to be a warlock or a wizard or a witch. You could see them. Once again, you was already protected. You was already protected. This could have been somebody who was into the dark arts. The dark side. They felt like they had more power than you. You don't have more power than God, baby. Ever. You never have more power than God. So that's where you made your first, second, third, fourth, and fifth mistake. You should have went and sat your ass down a long ass time ago. What's the message, Spirit? God said, ask and you shall receive. Like I said, if somebody is trying to get in the middle of a relationship and the person they go talk to, they've already been through something like that themselves. They've been through something like that themselves. So what the fuck are they doing? Besides wasting their damn breath. Besides letting karma come back on them. Everything that you put out there has got to come back. Somebody didn't think that karma was going to come back on them. Like Karma was gonna be like, damn, what was the address to this nosy ass motherfucker again? Damn it. Was it 2221 or was it 2122 Boogie Woogie Avenue? I don't want to go to the wrong house. Karma don't lose no fucking address. All they did was stop the wheel of fortune from turning in their favor. That was it. All they did was get confused along their own way. They was supposed to be on a different path anyway. All they did was be confused. Hey, Lightworker William, how are you? Yeah. See, somebody didn't realize they was putting out this for you, but it came back and it got them stuck. That was like karma in real time. 8-8. That shit went right back around. Right back around. Hey, Lil Bitty, how are you? What's the message? What's the message? Yes, you're going to be celebrating soon. You were going to be celebrating soon. You know? And like I said, somebody, whatever they was planning, they had planned that shit. That shit went right back around on them because they was planning to see how they could knock you off your path, make it so that you didn't feel so comfortable and so good about yourself. Please. You went to Karma Water in the first damn place. NT Way. NT Way. They didn't stop nothing. Your ships is coming in because somebody had discernment, and they was recognizing what somebody was trying to do and why they was trying to do it. You know? Hey, C-Bones, how are you? I know that's right. What else, Spirit? What else? Yeah. You about to get a message. You got some incoming communication. And somebody else is going to be kind of like wondering why the shit that they did and said, why it's not taking effect, why they feel left out in the cold, why they didn't see this coming, and why they wasn't able to start no kerfuffle. Yeah. But somebody is thinking about, they're sending this message because they remember you from the past, or they remember what you said, and they remember something about you. And I feel like, this is God handing you this gift. This is this new opportunity. This is a blessing from God for you. Yeah, a blessing from God. Somebody can see that you was the best choice. Loyalty, responsibility, you're grounded. You're not you're not making no quick moves. You're going slow. You're going the right way. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. And somebody else was trying to act like, oh, I'm just trying to come to you as a friend. But let me tell you, honey child, let me tell you about such and such and such and such. Yeah. So see, they did what they didn't see. What they didn't see is somebody saw them. That's what they didn't see. They was hoping somebody wouldn't recognize what they was doing. Oh, they recognized it. They recognized it. They saw that somebody was trying to make you miss an opportunity. Nope. That opportunity is right here. That offer is right here. And they so upset because somebody stood up for you. Somebody was standing up for you. Yep. People are funny. You know, and it's kind of like like I said, just using the example, somebody sees somebody that they think is pretty or handsome, and they don't like them because of that. Not only is that weird, but that's dumb. Why don't you just like yourself? People like confidence within a person. They like it how somebody, it's not about what you look like, it's about how you present yourself. You could be fine as wine on the outside, but be ugly as shit on the inside. Don't nobody want that person. But the other person who looks, regular schmegular, they go get their hair cut, they put on the nice cologne, their clothes is matching and clean. They shower every day. They use deodorant and lotion. They talk with they talk with respect to other people. They don't sit there and make no fucking cat calls or nothing like that. They act like they treat people how they would want to be treated. Oh, that's the one who gets everybody. They got other people that want to be like them, the opposite sex wanting to be all over them. You know what I'm saying? That's the one. Not the one who appears on the outside to be this or that. But it's so ugly on the inside. Somebody sees what you have to offer. Somebody wants to give you a start. Somebody wants to give you a chance. Somebody wants to start something with you. And they don't want you to feel that they didn't, like I said, they didn't listen to all this confusion that somebody else was trying to bring in. Somebody wanted them to be all upset and because they wanted to try and swirl their little magic stick and da 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 da. Nope. You'd already completed that cycle anyway. It was already time for you to switch gears anyway. Somebody already saw that somebody else was just trying to come in and start some shit anyway. This is why judgment and the wheel of fortune was here. It was your turn. A judgment call was made, and the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. They already saw somebody was trying to start a war with you. They was trying to fight you, and you wasn't doing anything. Like they say, don't shoot the messenger. That's all it was. Don't do that. Now, like I said, somebody's embarrassed because what they was trying to do didn't work, and now they want to come and bring you some little I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know that it was, yeah. How about you do the TI and miss me with that? That's over. Nobody want that. Page 231, page home. Nobody want that little apology because everybody sees that somebody was on demon time. That's clear. That is out in the open. And that's why it was time for somebody to go. That's why. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Bobby Dell. Baby Yoda. How are you? Sorry, my glasses. Yep. Get ready to move forward. Get ready to travel. Get ready to leave. Get ready to move. But you're moving forward. You're about to receive a message from somebody who believes in you, and wants to heal a whole situation with you. Somebody that's been watching you. Somebody that's been being counseled by somebody else. And what they've been hearing was, don't believe everything that you hear. That's what they've been receiving, is that message. Don't believe everything that you hear. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? Thank you. Yep. Something about this Three of Swords. Yeah, somebody wanted to bring you some heartache and heartbreak, but I don't feel like it was going to work. I feel like somebody else helped patch up a situation, patch a relationship. Like I said, don't believe everything that you hear. Somebody, they had to understand that, you know what? You were a blessing. You are a blessing. You're courageous. You speak the truth. You see things clearly. You're not afraid to stand up for yourself. You're not afraid to fight battles by yourself. You are independent. And there's just like wonderful traits about you. Wonderful traits about you. And like I said, somebody's going to try and come to you with some bullshit. I'm sorry. Fuck that. Fuck that. You're sorry, but I'm good. What's the message? Anything else? Yep. You already know what's happening. You feel it in the energy. And somebody else, they're aware of it too. They are aware of it too. They're aware of who, and they're looking at this demonic energy. They're looking at this person on demon time. They sure are. Yep. Your bravery stands out. Your courage. Your loyalty. Your loyalty stands out. Let's see. As you sow, you shall reap. And somebody knows that. That's why when somebody went and they had something up their sleeve, I feel like this DM listened to what they had to say and was like, I'm good. Fuck all that. Because they knew that person was a karmic. They know about karmics. They are not oblivious to what a karmic looks like. They've seen those characteristics before. They've heard those things before. They know that somebody has a bad case of liabilities. They know that this is somebody who is a liability. They understand that this person is nothing but a lost soul. And they need to save themselves. They need to rescue themselves from being a lost soul. And they was laser focused on what this person was saying and what this person was doing. They was laser focused. And see, somebody didn't think that they would be laser focused on them or have a good reading about them. Like I said, you're getting something that you want. You're getting something that you deserve. And this person is going to have to pay the piper. Karma didn't forget this address. And that box that they opened, that was Pandora's box. Hey, Maserati Aldo, how are you? Yeah, because they knew that somebody had a hidden agenda. That's the only reason they was coming to them. They had a hidden agenda. This is nothing but a toxic past person. And they are illuminated that you are a star. You know, your skills are improving. And they now understand that you are related to Jesus, confirmation, Jesus and the Ascended Masters. And that other person is just unwell. That other person should have chose their battles wisely, because they didn't know they was trying to come up against God's child, and they did not know that who they was talking to was fact checking everything that they said. Fact checking everything. So, all right, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here, get ready to do my straight 8, and I will be back later this evening. Okay, I want everyone to have a wonderful day today. It's Tuesday. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I will see you a little later. Have a great day today. Bye now.